Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Cape Rugby TV. This is our second last show for the year, and of course it is a festive time for everybody, but nevertheless Cape Rugby TV carries on. Big thanks of course to our partners here at Cape Rugby TV who have stayed with us constantly without letting us down. Score Energy Drinks with us for a long time now. You can of course win yourself a case of Score Energy Drinks during the course of the show, and you can win yourself a set of Cape Rugby TV masks. Here's my mask, courtesy of CTC Sports. That's coming up during the course of the show. And of course, MChem 24-hour pharmacy. Folks, well, we are heading towards the end of the year and we're catching up with our coaches, especially coaches that have been part of the Sevens rugby tournament. So it's great to talk to the coaches. Tonight we'll speak to Gilroy Noble from Blakes Sevens side, Dean Storm from Atlantis, Ashwin Sprague, of course, original Cape Rugby TV panel member from Albions, is the Sevens coach there. Mitchell Aronson is coaching at Delft, and of course Kurt Stichling from Titans Rugby Football Club. But folks, on the line with me now, Gilroy Noble from Blakes Sevens. Let's start off there. Gilroy, welcome to Cape Rugby TV.
Hi, JP. Good day. Well, very well, man. We're keeping well. It's the festive season, so yeah, we're keeping safe.
Gilroy, have you guys closed up? Any training at the moment, or is it now holiday time for a bit?
Well, we're not closed. I think club can never be closed. Otherwise, there's things that pass us. So yeah, our guys are still busy. We're actually busy with the tag team tournament as we speak. So no, our guys are really busy, keeping fit and so on.
Tag team tournament, tell us a little bit about that, just so everybody knows. Blakes Rugby still carries on?
No, it's the Gilroy Noble Foundation. He's hosting the tag team tournament. So okay. We got a few guys of ours together, a few youngsters, and we put in a team. So yeah, I was at the field earlier and it looks massive.
So there's tag rugby happening at the moment, which is of course great. Perfect way to keep players active and to keep people connected.
Yeah, definitely. And the guys are looking forward. They haven't been playing much, so every time they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they just say yes, we're up for it, coach. So yeah.
No, that is great. Yeah, we had quite a few conversations with Terence Greef, of course, over the lockdown period, who definitely was showing us a lot about how you guys have stayed active, managed to keep people connected. But Gilroy, of course, when the Sevens came about, that was, I suppose, the first real opportunity for you guys to get back on the park and start playing rugby again.
Yeah, it was difficult times, JP. We got together 2 months before they announced that the Sevens gonna happen, and to get guys fit in 2 months, it's like moving mountains. So it was a difficult time, but as I say, the guys here, rugby ball, field, they're in. So heads up to the youngsters of today that still want to do the sport.
Tell us a little bit about the Sevens, Gilroy. One of the things that we noticed is quite a few clubs have come through the ranks. A few more clubs have joined the Score Sevens now. And when we looked at the overall picture here, we just saw that there were quite a few new clubs making a name for themselves this year.
Yeah, it was surprisingly. It was on the day. Like, for instance, we played the first week, we played 4 games, we lost 2. And the next week we came back flying colors, and it was just, if you're ready on the day, you are the team to beat. That is just how it is. We saw some close calls with Marty's, and so yeah, the game changes.
Let's take a look at one of the highlights from the Score Sevens, Gilroy. Gilroy, so Blake's Paarl Rangers there, of course, one of your games. Do you feel that there's a bit of a rivalry there between Blake's and Paarl area, or is it still far enough that there's not such a challenge that it's a neighbor?
Well, we always had our differences between Stellenbosch and Paarl. It's just a thing. But Blake's executives and Paarl executives, we have a very good understanding. Every year we invite Albans to play a friendly with, and they always agree. So we are on good terms with them. Paarl Rangers, unfortunately, our scrum half that played for us in 2019, he's played sevens for them this year, and we played against them. So yeah, there was a bit of a shuffle here and there, but that's part of the game.
It sounds like it's always good fun. Gilroy, Gilroy, what comes next for you guys now? I know you're playing tag rugby at the moment. Have you got an idea when the players will be back on the park to start training again?
Well, the coach made an announcement that he wants to start on the 15th. So yeah, everyone will be back on the 15th because we want to really start early with our friendly games, which will be starting at the end of February. The sooner we're going to get started, the better it's going to be for the players because there's really hard work that lies ahead. Yeah. And we are for the challenge.
And have you given the players any sort of training programs or advice over the Christmas period, or are you just going to see what happens when they return in January?
Well, unfortunately for them, they're going to be very sorry if they don't do their work because they know Coach Wayne don't play. He doesn't play around, and so yeah, they are all keeping fit. So yeah, we have a nice young group of players that still is active. So yeah, you'll see them running around. You'll see them playing touch rugby. So they're busy.
Gilroy, we leave it at that. Thanks for chatting with us. Please send our very best to Terence and to Coach Wayne and to everybody else at Blake's. We hope that you guys have a safe and festive season. And we're, of course, looking forward to catching up with you early in January.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, JP. And we at Blakes Rugby Club just want to wish everyone a very well Christmas and a very, very, very good New Year. So yeah, next year, Blake's on the rise.
There we go, folks. Gilroy Noble, head sevens coach at Blake's Rugby Football Club. Always fantastic catching up with the guys at Blake's, and as you know, we've been able to speak to Blake's who have stayed as active as possible over the last 18 months. But looking forward then to finding out what happens in January, and certainly with players, as he said, a great problem to have, having so many players return to the field. So, rugby excitement at Blake's. We'll take a break. When we come back, we carry on talking club rugby. Back in a sec.